in my opinion. I don't know if I'm the all-saying, all-hearing guy, but SFly is pretty good. All right, I'm going to give the mic over to the other Alex.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go get
It's
food.
funny, actually. Like I said last time, SFly did come to a tournament before, and he just got obliterated. It was 0-2, and it was over. He never won a match. And now he comes back here, and he's just, taking the tournament by storm.
All right, and I'm back. They should be in match right now.
I'll reintroduce Alex back here. He's the guy handling the stream. He always handles the new meta streams for us. Alrighty.
Huh. I cannot type his name. Something's going on. It won't let me type his name, but I'll see if I can fix it. So right now we have a GibbiNation's Rogue.
The box must have been deleted.
Maybe.
Can you control Z in OBS?
I will try it. But yeah, so we have a Paladin versus Rogue.
Yeah, GibbiNation, he's running Miracle Rogue here, and Rampage is running a kind of like a rush down Paladin. Looks like the Rampage's Paladin is used to generally combat against the warriors.
Huh.
Let's see here. So GibbiNation doesn't quite have a very good play.
That is GibbiNation, by the way, you guys, on the left side. I know it won't type.
GibbiNation is playing Miracle Rogue, and Rampage is playing Paladin. So Deadly Poison is hard here because of the follow-up, mostly. Yeah, that's probably going to set up for the best. Rampage is going to assume that GibbiNation has like Blade Flurry or something along those lines, but he doesn't. So we'll see how that works out for him.
And this is the losers finals. So
Yes.
winner will play SFly in the grand finals.
All right, so GibbiNation gets cleared out there. And then, let's see, he's probably contemplating prep sprint here. Because if he gets, he could get another preparation and like a fan. I mean, that wouldn't be too good in this situation. It would clear board, but it looks like he's just going to go with the deckhand play. Or
There we
does
go.
he want
I
a
got it
prep
back,
sprint?
you guys.
Deckhand, SI agent isn't the worst play. He
Okay.
kills off 2 minions. Oh, okay, 3 minions. I didn't think he would kill a token, but that might be smart, considering Rampage could coin out a quartermaster.
Yeah. Assuming that's in his hand, but I mean, you always assume the worst, right?
Yeah.
He could, if next turn he doesn't draw anything worthwhile, he could definitely prep sprint.
Azure Drake,
But that's worthwhile.
definitely. I mean, I would Azure Drake. I don't know if
Yeah.
he wants to preparation, make a weapon, and then oil.
I mean, I'd rather Azure Drake because at least 1, that's a draw. 2, you get the monster, and 3, at least you are mana efficient on it. So it's not like you're just wasting your mana tokens. So he's gonna Azure. He might take the 3/3 into the Shredder.
I don't know, man. This deck is a lot. It's a lot harder than most decks, and I don't feel like it pays off as well as some of them as well. That's why Rogue isn't played too much right now. There's so many different things to think about while playing it. There's no real no-brainers.
Yeah. He did ult in it, so you can clear it for free.
I mean,
the token out.
Gibbs' SI agent is going to get lots of value, though, at this point. It's killing a 3/3. It's killing whatever it killed on its way in, and killed a token. Oh, it killed a shielded mini-bot.
He's going to prep and draw. He'll have 2 mana to do whatever he draws with. He won't be able to sprint again. No oil. can't fan, and can blade. No, he can't. Literally, that kind of didn't do anything for this turn. But it set him up for next turn. He could do a lot of stuff. He's got all his weapon upgrades except for 1 deadly poison, and he's got 1 blade fury, so he'll be able to do a lot with it.
Yeah, he's going to set up for a very lethal play. Rampage probably knows this. He might. Let's see, with 6 mana, what could he do? Pretty much half of his cards are going to be only for when you have low life or need to board clear. So half of Rampage's deck probably isn't so good right now. The other half of his deck is going to be used in combos with which he would need to use his hero power, like Quartermaster or something like that. So Defender of Argus, that's probably one of his only plays. Very good play. So it was good that he had that in his hand. Alright, so GibbiNation is more than likely going to clear board here. It's a real easy clear. He's going to have to lose. He's going to get half value from Deadly Poison. Oh, no, he's just going
to play Boom.
I mean, if you play Dr. Boom here, oh, man, you almost die.
Yeah. He's got to clear.
I mean, he only needs to take 4 damage for Dr. Boom the Dr. Boom play for him to die.
He could. Blood Mage, Fan of Knives.
And it doesn't even really set anything up.
Nope. Wow.
Oh, man, this is a really YOLO-y play.
Well, let's see. What can
well, like I said
Paladin
before,
do?
Rampage doesn't have a lot of cards in his deck that would really further his situation. That's one of them, though. That's definitely one of them.
That one hurt.
That
one hurt even more.
That was like the nuts, man. He had like the absolute best possible response to that.
Yep. And then can't play any spells. This
and
is
Doomsayer.
over. Nope. This one's over.
Yeah.
He's got nothing.
It's done. All of his spells. All of his cards are spells. He can't even play anything.
Well, he can. It wouldn't be any good, but he could totally do it.
No, he's doomed. It's over.
He could sap for no reason.
I mean, you can't even get a preparation. So, on to the next match. What are we going to see?
Not a Paladin from Rampage for sure.
Nope. Rampage's Paladin. It's going to be the first thing. Come on here, Gibby. What are you doing, man? Trying to figure out how to kill yourself the best way. Oh, no, this could be Doomsayer.
It'd have to be. Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was Doomsayer living with 1 health, I doubt it. He'd actually survive.
He could. Thing is, he would need Muster or Consecration.
Yeah, Consecration, Muster.
That's 3 cards
True
in his
Silver.
whole deck. Oh, yeah, True Silver. Never mind. That's direct damage, too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it would have
5 cards in his deck that could have killed him. Doomsayer.
And we're going to see his rogue again. He's going to...
I've only been able to call a Millhouse Mana Storm so far today.
Yeah. Gibby has a theory. If you lose with the first deck, just keep grinding it until you win it, because you're going to have to win with it anyways. There's no point in going to Game 5 if you're never going to win with that one deck. So he's just going to keep playing Rogue until he actually wins it. Which...
It's true. I mean, you could try to figure out what logic your opponent would use to select their next deck and maybe kind of get in their head a little bit.
I mean, it's a good enough theory because you do have to win with Rogue. But, I mean, if you can bring it to Game 5, nerves can play a huge role. You know, you mess up not thinking about something, especially what happened with Hercules mode, not thinking about that lethal play and all that. I mean, I would always try to take it as far as
play perfect and you'll never have to worry about that.
Yeah, right. But, I mean, I would probably try to take it to Game 5 no matter what. If I lose with the deck that I know is probably not going to be easy to win, I'll play with the other decks to see if I can play on nerves.
I just wouldn't play a deck that I knew had a severely bad matchup against half the meta.
True.
And that is what GibbiNation is playing here. Now, as far as the decks that it has an extraordinary matchup against, I still think that your chances are probably better off playing a different deck with, lower variance matchup, but still better against other decks.
Yeah. I mean, Gibby likes his Rogue. It was his first and only gold right now, I think. I
think so.
He
Does
loves
Gibby
his
have
rogues.
gold Warlock?
No, I don't think so.
The most popular gold decks are Warlock, Hunter, and Rogue, just because of how in the meta they have been for so long.
Yeah, I mean,
Rogue not anymore, but the other two.
give it time. Maybe Rogue will come back. Maybe some little balance changes.
They needed a. I don't think Blizzard does balance changes as much as they do. Like they'll nerf stuff, but as far as buffing things goes, they're not gonna do that. I don't think so.
True.
They like pseudo buffed Bane of Doom. But that was just because like they needed to update the card and what it did. So,
I mean, they changed a couple things around, like as in making Illidan a demon, classifying cards. Maybe if we can classify better cards.
If you made Rogues, what's it called, the 2-drop, the Scrubs. You're in my town, Scrub. Yeah, beat it. I forgot what they're called. The Defias.
My God. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
If you made those guys pirates, maybe Cannon would see some play, but then it would just be more RNG, and I don't know.
I played a Rogue pirate mech. It wasn't good, but that was because I didn't really care to make it better. But I mean, a pirate deck would be good with rogues. If they get more ogres, I feel like an ogre rogue deck would be really well.
Well, if there was a card that actually did something about ogres.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing with ogres right now, I mean, they have the one ogre for the stealth on here. You have the 4/4 ogre that's neutral, and then you have Mogre the ogre, which is
those are just cards that are pretty good. If they made what I want them to do is, all right, so there's ogres already in the game.
Yes.
I want them to classify them as ogres, and I want there to be other cards in the game that provide a negative, a detriment to all the cards on the field, except for ogres, because they're too stupid.
Yeah.
So, like, if there was, like, a confusion ray or something, something silly like that, and then ogres are unaffected, or would just be in parentheses at the end.
And then
that would be really cool.
And that would be really good with rogues, because ogres are pretty cheap. They're very powerful, and you can run like the dancing swords with it. You can run the 2/8 taunt. I forgot what its name was. Like you can. There would be so much if there was cards that can do good if you have an ogre on the field or something, or doesn't affect an ogre but affects everyone else, like you said. That it would be a really good meta change for rogues to come back in favor. But at the moment, we're seeing that it doesn't really.
We'll see. BlizzCon is coming up, and for sure they're going to announce their expansion. So that's what we're probably going to see. It'll probably be BlizzCon, announce an expansion scheduled for 2 months after its announcement, and then we'll probably see that expansion rolling out.
Well, looking at this game, he has 2 preparations and an event cleave. He can get something really big out here.
Yeah. He could make the most ridiculously huge Edwin right now. And the problem against the Warrior is it's just an execute from being deleted.
Yeah.
So you never really want to make too big of one, but you do want to make it big enough to where it's like, all right, dude, I got to execute that thing. So maybe if you can control how powerful you make your Edwin. Honestly, one of my favorite plays is on turn 2 to coin out an Edwin and just have 4/4. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, he just chose to make a weapon.
We just got passed.
I guess, yeah, that was weird. I probably would have maybe Thalanosed, Eviscerate. I don't even know. I guess that's not too bad. I mean, he could have done a lot more than just coin or just hero power out and he could definitely now Thalanos.
Well, now that he has deadly poison, so now he can kill that thing with Eviscerate. He can pop deadly poison, and then he can.
He can also preparation.
Well, the thing is, he can make a big Edwin now.
Yeah. He could have double prepped.
See, Edwin should be a pirate too.
Yeah, he should. He could have got that one with 4 more buffs. It could have been a 16-16. He could have done that just for fun.
Well, actually, Edwin's a bandit in the game. He's not really a pirate. World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I didn't really play that.
Same thing with the Defias guys.
I don't know. I feel like
bandits. Could make a bandit subclass. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, here's a patron, so probably a whirlwind and then an execute. No.
Cruel Taskmaster is gonna come out. I mean, GibbiNation does have a turn because it doesn't look like Rampage plans to execute here.
It does not.
Um,
If he even has an execute in his hand. If he didn't, a 16-16 Air Boom would have been so cool. I mean, it seems pretty simple for
I mean,
Gibby's next
he
turn.
has to. Rampage has to assume that GibbiNation has a Blade Flurry. So I don't really know why he would even like play his Grim Patrons right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then execute.
Hopefully it's an execute.
Oh, he just ended.
Ooh, gets a boom.
Battle Rage, draws a bunch of cards. GibbiNation is going to get. Let's see what he draws. Preparation could.
There's an execute.
All
He
right,
drew an
there you go.
execute. So he got
Yeah,
it.
he was. I think Rampage was probably praying for that execute
Yeah.
because
It's gonna
he
be
definitely
very
didn't have it. He
Yeah.
wouldn't have made that play.
This will be
the
a
way
very
that he
good
did.
Blade Fury, and then into Dr. Boom. Pretty simple. Clears the board, gets a boom on the field, does 3 damage to enemy hero.
Yeah.
But he's thinking about it. What could he possibly do other than that?
I think he's just probably visiting his other options because that is the most apparent play. But you know,
He wants to play Azure Drake. What would Azure
sometimes.
Drake
All right, so playing the Dr. Boom and just wiping the board, that's the play that just kind of sits you there. What is the play that sets you up for lethal next turn?
do? Well,
You know,
nothing right now. I'd rather Dr. Boom. You got a good field.
Well,
either
you
force
could
a
you could
BGH.
Azure Drake and then Blade Flurry.
You could, but how would Azure Drake get you closer to lethal than a Dr. Boom? A Piloted Shredder can't play it though.
Well, no, he could.
Oh, yeah,
he has
preparation,
preparation.
yep.
See, this develops a little bit better of a board than I think Dr. Boom would.
You got a lucky draw. That's all I'm gonna say. I would have done Dr. Boom though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he always has Dr. Boom to sit on, I guess. I mean,
Also, he got one more damage through.
yeah.
I mean, that might not matter. It might matter, but probably not.
I mean, if he sits at 2 HP or 1 HP, we'll know it doesn't matter.
Well, he has 2 saps here. He could get rid of some stuff. I mean, Rampage, it doesn't really matter. He's playing Grim Patron Warrior. So he's got 1 Patron down. Chance of him having another one in his deck is pretty low for now. So he's just going to cycle for 1. That Commanding Shout's not too bad if you can hit it with
Grim Patron and
Grim
Warstone.
Patron. And then sometimes you might be able to get its use as well. So Rampage looks like he's pretty much forced to just try to set up here. Probably fishing for another Grim Patron or some sort of way to develop a board so he could Frothing Warsong.
Yeah.
He does need to combo, though, to finish this game. It's really the only way he's going to, because GibbiNation, he's got some pretty powerful cards here. He needs probably 1 more AoE and like a strong finisher to really win, though. He's going to do 8 damage. Oh, no, he's going to Whirlwind and use a second execute.
Okay, well
That's
then,
really good for GibbiNation, because he can play Dr. Boom
and
knowing
only have to worry
that
about a BGH.
well, he's probably going to Azure Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to.
Or he might, if he wants to clear, he might clear first and then see what he gets. Which, if he's intending to actually trade, I would do that first.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Because but that's a Doomsayer thing. He just wasted another Azure Drake. Then again, he can now SI Agent and Hero Power and clear now. He doesn't have to waste it. So that's good.
Well, if he never planned on killing it,
Yeah.
honestly, doing the damage here is probably better. I mean, does he want to take 2 damage? Honestly, taking 2 damage is, or I mean, taking 12 damage is pretty much the same as taking 10 damage.
Yeah.
Because the Grim Patrons do 3.
Yeah, so it'd be 9 to 12, you know.
Yeah,
So-
unless, because the Warsong Commander doesn't get to attack for free, and
Yeah.
he wouldn't be able to combo with an axe. Yeah, he would. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. Yeah, so, yeah, that was smart on GibbiNation's part to take the 2 damage, because it wouldn't matter anyway. If he takes damage, it's going to be 10.
Yeah. As it sits right now, GibbiNation has 17 damage with Eviscerate and his hero power, assuming that his other minions can attack face. So that would drop Rampage down to 8 health, which would be really good.
What he really needs is an
only
oil and a Blade Flurry.
Even the oil would win him the game just by itself. No, it wouldn't. I lied. What am I thinking?
No,
Yeah.
he would need a little bit extra.
If he needs 2 more damage on top of an oil. So yeah, oil and Blade Fury for sure.
What he really wants is a sprint. Or you could
Yep.
just prep sprint and have 6 mana to figure out what you want to do.
To oil and Blade Fury. He runs 2 sprints, right? So what is it? The 2 in 11 chance, which is almost 20%, a little bit under. There's oil.
Got his Tinkers. Later, man. Thanks for coming. See you next one. All right.
So does he take Azure Drake into it, or what does he take? Does he wanna
No, he
second
doesn't want to use his Tinkers quite yet. He probably just saps the. He probably just saps the Corsair, and then eviscerates Rampage's face, and then because he has 2 saps,
Yeah.
and then he probably eviscerates Rampage's face for 5. Is he gonna double sap? I don't think I agree with that.
It would. I don't know. I think it's kind of pointless to stop that one.
Well, now if he draws Blade Flurry, he wins.
Yeah, that's true. Is he gonna eviscerate to flex his muscle?
No.
Won't eviscerate.
No, he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Plus, he wants the preparation for sprint next turn.
Oh, he needs to get 2 more out. If he gets 1 more out, it's over.
No, it's over. That's 10 damage.
Oh, yeah. Because I forgot Taskmaster. Yep.
He doesn't even need Whirlwind.
And he takes it. Very, very nice.
He's Whirlwinding
That's-
for an extra 6 damage for no reason.
That's Patreon for you. Kind of annoying. Gonna keep getting in here until it's over with. And
Yeah.
that's game. There was nothing you could do about that. He didn't have anything to play that would stop that.
Yeah, he would have needed a taunt.
Or health, or more damage. Which he didn't get any of those. So,
His deck just doesn't run any of that stuff.
yeah. So, second game goes to Rampage. Now 2-0. Rampage has been on a roll recently. His last couple games have been 3-0.
At this point, when you're playing against somebody with only 1 deck left, that's when it's okay to just, yeah, I'm going to keep using the same deck.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about matchups anymore. It's just like, all right, my Miracle Rogue either sweeps or it doesn't.
True. I mean, I still think maybe on the second game when you lose it, you probably switch it up if it's not a favorable matchup either or. Like if you're looking at the last 2 decks against someone and you lost with the first one, if they both don't favor you, I'd switch it up. I mean,
Yeah.
play on nerves as best as you can. It would be your only chance at that point. He will mill his whole hand, so get his preparation back.
That is a pretty outstanding starting hand.
Now all I need is Edwin.
I'd rather have preparation than draw it. That's just me though. Because now you know you're not going to draw preparation. Or it's less likely that you'll draw another preparation.
You know what would be actually a pretty good deck, especially since Grim Patron is really popular, is a Mill Druid. Not Mill Druid, Mill Rogue. That way you can have a chance of
people
discarding
play it.
Grim Patrons.
It's not so popular because it will almost always go to like turn 15.
Yeah. But I mean, if you can have him either mill one of his patrons and have it like just blow up because his hand's too full, that's a win. Plus, Battle Rage helps the warrior draw.
Just giving yourself insight on what he has and what he doesn't have. But the thing is, Milrogue has to be played a certain way, and it has to have certain cards in the deck.
Yeah.
You know, if you want it to be consistent, that is.
I mean, it's definitely a consideration when you think about it, because What does a patron run? They run battle rages. They run acolytes, right? They always run those. They do. I don't know. Some people run the shield. What is that one? The draw and 5 armor. Shield something. Forgot it. And I mean, so that's.
So GibbiNation is going to give
draw.
Rampage 2 imps here.
Which is not bad. He'll take 1 away.
Yeah.
And next turn he can prep and sprint. Get back to a full
Rogue's
hand.
hero power is pretty good here.
Especially because there's a lot of 1 health.
Yeah.
Imp Implosion, Imp Gang Boss. I don't know. Draws Loot Hoarder if he runs those. Don't have his deck list on me.
I think Rogue needs a immune while attacking weapon rather than Hunter. Because Hunter has one and it's never used and it's kind of bad.
Yeah.
There's really no point in having it. But if Rogue had one, it'd be pretty good.
Well, it's a 7 mana cost. It's not really the most efficient.
Yeah. So we could see a prep sprint here, but I don't know.
I mean, he's got to worry about those eggs.
Yeah.
He could sap one. Wouldn't do much.
He doesn't really have to worry about them quite yet. What he really has to worry about are these spiders. Imps, man. Sap an egg, huh?
I mean, he could definitely clear one Nerubian. If he wants to, he can put the SI agent into an egg, then backstab it and South Sea Blackhand it.
No, you just...
if he wants to clear.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that.
He will just prep draw. Okay. Gets 2 Tinkers
2 oils,
and 2 Eviscerates.
2 Eviscerates, huh?
That's okay, I guess. I mean, at least now he has those cards, so when he does have the mana to do something, he can do something. Just because he's got 2 0 mana cards, so he can combo for sure.
You know what he also could have done? He also could have just backstabbed the egg and then attacked his SI agent into the 4/4. But he wants to try to keep the agent on the board. Rampage has to be proactive now against that SI agent, whereas the other play wouldn't have had. All right, so Void Terror.
He just wants to break both eggs. Not sure the reasoning behind that.
Well, now GibbiNation is in a weird spot.
He can eviscerate, backstab. He has options. He can.
Well, he could do a lot of damage right now. He could go South Sea Deckhand to Tinkers.
Yeah.
But he goes the little bit safer route.
And then backstab and just going to attack face. Keeps his agent on the board.
See, this forces Rampage to use cards to kill his own guys. Because that's really all he needs to do.
I'm really curious. Why didn't he Void Terror both eggs? He get a 3/7. And
because
2 Nerubians.
because GibbiNation could have had board clear.
I guess. I mean,
Like Blood Mage to like Preparation, Tinkers, Blade Flurry.
Okay, I can see that.
That not only puts GibbiNation super far in the lead, but it almost loses the game for Rampage.
Yeah, I can see that then. Ooh, gets a deadly poison.
But a combo like that is what Miracle Rogue really thrives on anyway. So if he gets that, then he's good to go. He's probably going to eviscerate the Argus's face. Or maybe he'll just
He's setting up for
leave it on the board.
Tinkers and poisons.
It's going to die right now. Everything. Whatever GibbiNation's pilot is will probably die too.
He probably would. I mean, he could clear with Argus and a spider, and then take the Nerubian egg into whatever summons. But if whatever the Shredder summons isn't to attack, the Nerubian egg stays on the field, which could be good, could be bad. I think it'd actually be better. So he might do that. He might go face. He might play something from his hand. Who knows? He'll most definitely play something from his hand with 7 mana. Just don't know what. Dr. Boom, maybe. If he plays it. Yep, there it is. And then just going to go face and force Gibby to trade with the Nerubian.
He's going to sap the spider.
Yeah, he's sap the egg.
Play Tinkers, kill the 7/7.
And then he can also he could also do Deadly Poison and hope for like a Blade Fury or something. With Deadly Poison, he'd be at 13, and then Deckhand, he'd be at 15. I don't know. He's going to play it safer, which is always good. He's still got another Tinker and another Eviscerate and the Deadly Poison, so he's still got damage.
He needs to... what GibbiNation really wants to do is, yeah, he needs to do some face damage right now.
Yeah. If he could survive with another Tinkers would put it at 8, Deadly would put it at 10. It also put his Dragon at 7. There's a taunt. Okay, so never mind about that. Wow, 4 hit. That's a good one. He's really low now. I don't know. He needs a Blade Fury for sure.
Yeah, he needs a Blade Flame.
And hope Bomb hits for as low as possible, which would be 1. Okay. Blade Fury wouldn't clear the Void Terror. Hits another 4. Jeez.
Oh my god.
That is really awful. And down to 1 HP. This is over for sure. There's nothing he can do. Might as well just kill the Void Caller and just call it a game. Well, you Blade Fury, but that would summon a Nerubian.
Yep, that's true.
But then he can eviscerate it. So, I mean, he could survive.
Well, no, the Nerubian is summoned before the...
Yeah, but he would eviscerate it next turn, or as soon as it's summoned.
I mean, the Nerubian's summoned and then he dies because the Knife Juggler.
No, because the Knife Juggler would die first. The Knife Juggler dies before the Nerubian's summoned.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
I mean, Doom Guards,
Gonna make that dagger.
Hellfires, Dark Bombs. There's so many options. I feel like there's no way he's gonna live, but I mean, at least it's not giving up.
He's tapping.
And Owling, he's got Doom Guard right now. He's just having, no, he doesn't have a Doom Guard. Okay, he knows that there's nothing, he can't survive with 1 health too long. But you know what? He can actually win right here. Can he? Does he have enough? That would put it at 9.
No, just 9.
10, 11. Oh, he's 2 off. That is so unfortunate. Oh. Well, I screwed up black. It didn't go black on stream. Hopefully. That was unfortunate. 2 off. He almost had it.
Dang.
So that means Rampage takes the set 3-0, and he will meet S-Fly, who is also on a 3-0 streak in Grand Finals.